So when you're in your Canvas course, you're going to be using a link to get to your live lecture. The way you're going to do that is in any of your courses, you're going to typically see at the top of your screen a link to something called CAHE Big Blue Button or Live Lecture or something to that effect. You're going to simply click on that link. You're going to get a message that says load or a button that says load KE Big Blue Button in new window. And then at the top of your screen, you're going to see join meeting. We're going to click on that. And then always be sure that when you get this message, that how would you like to join the audio, you click on microphone. You're going to run the test. You're going to hear an echo or hear background noise. You're going to click on yes. And you're going to be joining in the big blue button. So this is the main screen of Big Blue Button. Big Blue Button, again, is where you're going to be coming to for your live lectures. As you'll see, the instructor, who is Michael, is already on screen, and he is going to be able to see as the instructor you coming in into the program. Let me give you a quick overview of Big Blue Button. At the bottom of the screen, you have 3 buttons. They're blue, hence the name Big Blue Button. The first one mutes and unmutes your microphone. The second one allows you to attach or leave or come back to the audio. So if you make a mistake and you want to come back to the audio as microphone instead of listen only, then you can do that by clicking on that button. And then you would just run through the echo test again and become connected back into the system.
You are now muted.
The one on the button on the right hand side is to add your web camera. So you should always join with your web camera so that you're present during attendance at the beginning of the program. So in order to get your camera on, you just simply click on the share webcam button. It's going to find the webcams that you have. Keep it at low quality. Don't make any changes on this screen, and then start sharing. And then you will pop up on the screen and you'll be able to see yourself and the instructor. Now on the left hand side of the screen, you will see you listed on the top. There's a little red microphone with an X through it or a line through it, which means you're muted. And then you'll see other people who are online. This square represents your instructor or your moderator who's running the program. In the middle of the screen at the bottom, you will see a message center. So you could send a question to the instructor. What time do we have lunch? And the instructor will send back a message, or the teacher's assistant might send back a message, depending on who's moderating the system, and you'll see the answer to that message right back on your screen. Now, if you wanted to ask a question, then all you need to do is click on your name, unmute.
You are now unmuted.
And I could ask a question to the teacher. Mr. Professor, what time is the class over today?
Five minutes.
You are now muted.
And then he could answer the question for me. So those are different ways that you communicate with it. And sometimes there'll be some shared notes that the professor might put in the system right in the middle here. So there's a bunch of different ways that you can use the system. This is one of the most important tools that you're going to be using, and this is again how you're going to be in your class. And so you should become familiar with it, and you should test everything and make sure that everything is functional prior to your first class. Again, if you have any questions, then you should reach out to the IT department, which we'll talk about in just a minute.